So good afternoon. I'm going to give just about a minute for the participants to join the webinar. So as you come in, if you would please put in where you're from, and you want to change the to say to all panelists and attendees. Hi, Amanda.
I see familiar names.
So just want to let you know that if you're having any type of technical issues, you can go ahead and just send a message to all panelists, and I will get that and we'll try and help you through that. Want to welcome everybody to the third Virtual Training Institute. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I want to let you know that you will receive a proof of participation. If you request that, you will get all of the presentations that you attended on one proof of participation. We just ask that you give us at least a week to process those, so that usually takes a little bit of time for us to get through all that, but we'll be happy to send that out to you, and I will put the link in the chat box at the end of the presentation. So before we get started, I'm going to launch a poll, and the poll is so that we can see what role you all have within your programs. So if you don't mind responding to this. Great, thank you for your input. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, and it looks like most of the participants are pretty even between ABE and ESL instructors. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Ahu Moser, who is going to do a presentation on teachers using Jamboard in Google Meet.
Thank you, Ramona. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ahu Moser. Thank you so much for joining me and Ramona today, and I really appreciate your attendance. As the title of my presentation shows, today I will try to show you guys about how we could use Jamboard in Google Meet. But I also must note that although it's not going to be in the presentation, we could also use Jamboard with other virtual learning platforms such as Zoom. I would like to let you guys know a little bit about myself. Who am I? I am with the Literacy Council of Montgomery County in Maryland. I am currently the program administrator for our ESL classroom program, but in addition to my role, I also manage the tutoring program at the Literacy Council. So I must say that I'm a teacher at heart. So I've been a teacher for 22 years, although I have been away from the classroom for a while due to my role. But I also worked as the intake assessment specialist. I was the instructional specialist. And, you know, I have been an ESL teacher. I also was an English as a foreign language teacher overseas in Turkey, where I'm also originally from. If I could talk a little bit about the volunteer work that I do, I'm the incoming chair at TESOL International for their awards professional council. You know, there's lots of awards going on, and especially for the next year. And then as you can see, I have my Twitter account. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at my email address. And then I also maintain a very, very basic blog. As you could see, it says the Moser Diary. I write about adult education, about my hometown, and all kinds of things. So you're more than welcome to, you know, to have a look. So let's start. What I have right now is, the first things first, I would like to show you guys our agenda. What we will do is that we are actually going to have a very short activity about Jamboard, but I will try to show you guys what's Jamboard, some basic how-to ideas, some free templates. If you have ever Googled Jamboard, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of templates and ideas from kindergarten up to adult education, so many ideas, so many templates. And I know that those materials could be a little bit overwhelming. So I will just try to give today some basics, and we will see how this thing works. And then maybe we could play. So we could create our Jamboard together. What's going to happen as well is that whatever you see today in this presentation, I have shared my resources with Gina. I also have all the links, all the videos, all the resources and templates in the last slide of my presentation. They're all free for you. You are more than welcome to use them. You can watch them. You could get inspired, because this is all about inspiration when it comes to Jamboard. And if we have, hopefully we do have some time about questions and answers. So what I'm going to show next, let's play, right? So this is a Jamboard that I prepared. As you could see, there are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 word-looking things on my Jamboard. And I don't know what these words really are. They are all scrambled. So what I would like for you is that I would like for you to unscramble the words and write what the word is. For example, when we look at the first one, let's say gogelo. What is gogelo, right? I would like for you to enter the word, what is that word, in the chat box. We also have a timer for 1 minute. I'm giving you 1 minute. And then you are going to hear a bark at the end of the time. Okay, let's try. I see some ideas. I see Google. I see annotation. I see workspace. There is Reef. Yep, maybe. And we have Google. I see workspace. There is Reef. I think that's the common one that most people are typing up. Any other ideas? We have 27 seconds left. What is this one, I wonder? Right here. Susanna said learner. Janet and Carrie say visual learner. Maybe, we will see. Visual learning, we have 1 second. Time is up. All right, now let me show you what these words are. And I think most of you have guessed them correctly. So we do have visual learner. I think almost everybody got it right, Google. And we have annotation, and we have free, but it could have been Reef as well, but it was kind of unrelated with our subject. And I know that some of you got it correct, workspace, right? So all these words that you are going to see that we are going to do the Jamboard activities, and these words are really connected with the Jamboard activities. So I have a question before I move to the next slide. So is any of you already using Jamboard? Maybe you could put it in the chat box. I have some no's. Catherine said yes. I'm doing my best because the responses are so fast. Okay, Patrick, never even heard of it. That's great. Any other ideas? Anyone else is using? Okay, so now let me tell you guys what we will do before I move on to the next slide. So I have my slides, but I also have my practice Jamboard. So I am going to go back and forth between my slides and my Jamboard. On my Jamboard practice, I'm going to take it slow and I'm going to show you guys how to create Jamboards. So when I am, I'm going to stop sharing, then I'm going to share another one. So please bear with me, okay? So I'll do my best not to mess it up. So let's see what we have. So as you have seen from our previous one, the activity, right, with the visual learner and the workspace and Google and free. What we did is that we all tried to come up with an idea and then we all participated, right? So think about Jamboard as a collaborative board. There are lots of ideas. So you can do many things. You can draw, you can insert images, and then you might ask me now, hey, Ahu, how do we do that? We will do that, I promise. And also the good thing is that it is free. So you don't have to pay any money for the Jamboard. So I know that there are organizations, they do have Google Education. My organization has Google Nonprofit because we are a nonprofit. But even if you have your own personal Gmail account, what is going to happen is that you have the Jamboard for free. So let me show you how that works. This is just to give you a little bit idea about the Jamboard. So I will show you how to have access to Jamboard. But so the Jamboard is mainly, it is web-based. And as I did say earlier, it is through the Google Drive or Google Suite is free. But this doesn't mean that your students or you, or maybe you can use this with your colleagues at work. If you have a tablet or if you have an iPad, you can always download the Jamboard app. The thing is that, as we all know, some pads are touch screen and then some pads come with the stylus pen. You can do lots of things on it. But originally, the name Jamboard actually, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with those Promethean boards in K-12 classroom settings, those expensive Promethean boards. I remember that we were told many times when we offered classes at MCPS locations, nobody's touching them because they are so expensive and nobody wants us to touch them or do anything. So actually Google has a device like a Promethean board and it is called Jamboard. That's how the name of the app comes from. And I know that I have seen online that some companies really are in possession of these big Promethean board Jamboards, and I think they cost like $5,000, and then there is a monthly fee, but we don't need all those. So we have Gmail, there is Google Drive or Google Suite, no problem. We are all gonna learn about it today. This one is to show you why people use Jamboard. So what I can say from my experience is that when the COVID hit, what happened is that we were all forced to offer classes online. But while also offering classes online, what happened to that whiteboard component? Now we don't have it. How are we going to make our classes visual? all those things, I'm sure for most of you came to mind. I remember when we first started, we had no idea about this Jamboard or any other white or blackboard. And I remember my teachers having a paper and then showing to the camera and writing on it. So like kind of using his whiteboard. So Jamboard really solves that problem. What happens is that, as you will see from the templates and the activities, is that it really enforces students to do critical thinking. It is also for teachers. If you are an instructional specialist, you're doing trainings, that's great. And then it also engages everyone who is involved in different ways. So you could assign different things to different students. It is a good way to communicate between students and the teacher. I will show you more. But for me, it is more about how everybody gets involved with the classroom activities while the teacher uses the Jamboard as the whiteboard. As far as I'm concerned, I am a visual learner. I cannot just listen. I need to see. So Jamboard, solves that problem. I think Amanda has a question. Do students need Gmail accounts to use the Jamboard? No, they don't. There are some sharing preferences. I will show you how to do that. And also this Jamboard is good to bring out all the ideas. So we will talk about these a little bit more later. So the first one is, how can I access the Jamboard? Now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So as you can see here, it says, go to jamboard.google.com, and then that's how you will have access, and I will show you. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Sorry, I'm going to exit. And I will share my screen again. Okay, so what happens is that we all know how to get to Google. This is the Google web browser. There are a couple of ways that you can do this. So the number one that you can do is that you just type up jamboard.com, Jamboard, Google. Sorry, come on. Okay, here, Jamboard is gonna come. So if you have never used Jamboard before, this screen, this page is absolutely going to be blank. The only thing that you will see is right here. Can you see? I hope that you guys all can see. Here there is this plus button. It says new Jam. But when I try to access Jamboard, I don't use it this way. I use it a different way, and I will show you that as well. So how I do is that, one second. What happens is that, if I could get there, I will see it. On my screen, you are going to see next to my name. It doesn't let me. Nope. This is really here. As you can see, these are these dots. You click here, you go all the way down, and then here you can see Jamboard, right? And then this one takes me to the same screen that I had before. So I have two ways. I first go to Jamboard Google, and then I click on here. I'm in. Or I say, you know what, I really don't want to do it like this. So I'm just going in here, and then I click on here, and then I scroll down, and then here there is Jamboard. The same way, there is no difference. There is also the third way. The third way is that if you do your classes with Google Meet, and I will show you how to do that with the Google Meet. What we can do is that So if you are doing your classes with the Google Meet, when you are in your class with the Google Meet, you are going to see at the bottom, there are these 3 dots. When you click on it, you are going to see whiteboard. Whiteboard is basically the Jamboard for Google. When you click on it, this is what you will see. This is going to show you. Do you want to start a new whiteboard or do you want to choose from the drive? So the good thing about the Jamboard is that you can save your Jamboards and then you can share it with anyone that you want. Or maybe yesterday you had this class, you had all your students' ideas, but you really didn't have time to finish it and you would like to continue today. You can open the same Jamboard and continue. So that's how the Jamboard works. Now, this one tells you how to access the Jamboard through the Google Meet. This is exactly what I said. And in here, there is, kind of a little instruction for you. I also typed up a document. It's like 2 or 3 pages. Everything that I'm telling you right now, step by step, you will be getting that paper as well. So now let me show you how we do it. Are we ready? Are you guys ready for practice? Okay, so let's think about this. So when I am, when I am here, when I come here and choose a Jamboard for myself, what I am going to do is that I need a new jam. I need to create a new jam. So I am clicking on this. It says new jam. Let's think that I did that. I click on it. Then I have this one, right? So I am going to have this blank document. It looks like Google Slides, right? Just there, it looks like blank Google Slides. So since I created a title before, when I open it new, it's going to be untitled. And I'm going to, you can give it any name that you want. So let's keep it VTI, And when I look at this page, I really don't think that I like white. What I can do is that I can change my background. As you can see, here there are different backgrounds. You can choose any background that you want. You can have it black if you are into blackboard kind of thing, or you can have it white. If you're an ABE teacher who does teach math, maybe this one is better for you. But there is something new about this background. As you can see here, there is a new image option. This means that if you have any image saved in your computer, or if you would like to search for anything online, you can do that as well. Now let me do that. I was looking at sunflowers. I don't know, I think I wanted to brighten up. And I can choose anything that I want, and I can set it as my frame. When I click on it, this is my background. But I really don't think what I can do with the sunflowers. As you can see here, it says clear frame. You click on it, or you're here, I have it all white. So here is the thing. What can I do? This is my frame. I can click on this pen. There is an arrow. I can choose from different pens, brush and pen, and then I can choose different colors. And I can, let me choose this, and then I can try to write my name. I'll try. But as you can see, this is really not professional, and I really don't like it. So what I'm going to do is, what do you guys think this one is? I think I showed you guys. Erase. It is something like a lasso. You just go like that, and then you try to erase. But this might be a lot of work. You try to erase, click on clear frame, you're good to go. Everything is gone. This one is like a cursor. So if you want to go back to something, this one kind of makes you come back. But I can tell you that this is my favorite. This is a sticky note. You can choose any color you want, hello. But my background is white and this is yellow. Yeah, I like yellow. But what if I want my sticky note to blend in like I am writing on a whiteboard? You see here, there's no color. You click on that, you make that sticky note white and you save and cancel. Look, it's all white. Does it look like this is a post-it? It doesn't, right? This doesn't look like this is a post-it. So this is the post-it that your students and you can use in different colors. This one is the image. Here you can upload images from your device. You can also do a Google image search. Do you guys have any suggestions about an image from Google? Give me an idea. What should I search for and insert it? Do you have any ideas? Come on. The ocean. Catherine says ocean. And Catherine also uses Jamboard. As you can see, all kinds of images that I could put in my Jamboard. Which one should we choose? Let's choose this one. And then you do select. And here I have it. And then I can make it bigger. And then you see here, can you guys see this blue dot and an arrow like a turning point? Rita, okay, yeah, maybe we can do the Christmas in a different activity. If I want, look, I can turn it. Right? I can make this smaller. Here I have my sticky note. Do you guys see these 3 dots? I really don't want this. I think it was a mistake. I shouldn't have put this here. Sorry. And then what I do is that I click. My mouse is crazy, going crazy. I click on it and then I delete it. I really don't want it. I can make this big, or I can put it in the middle. I can, I will show you how to share this with your students very easy. Your students could put all the stickies around it. You can ask them what they see, or you can ask them to explain you about this, the ocean. And then as I did, so I did the Google search. You can also do Google search from your device. I have some photos from my hometown with my colleagues. And then what I can do is that, and then maybe I have some photos, I can all drag them and put them here, right? And then here, as you can see, there are shapes. I can put shapes. I can move this here on top. No, this doesn't look nice. I can duplicate it. I can move it, or I can duplicate again, or I can delete. I can do lots of things. If I choose, as you can see, a shape, as you can see here, I can choose any color, but I really want to match it to my whiteboard. Let's say I can do it white. And this one, what I did is here, let me choose this one and this. This really is not, how do you really do that with your mouse? Maybe it is hard. I don't know, because I don't think I'm good at with this kind of thing. But some people are really good at drawing and I'm terrible at drawing. But I really want something that is really professional. So I click here to stop my pen. I do come here, click on the text. where should I put it? I can put it here and then here, and then I can say, hello, this is your text. I can duplicate it, I can delete it, I can edit it, I can do anything that I want with that. But what happens now is, you see, this is my frame and it is full. And my class just started. What am I going to do? I have lots of things to do. And I personally do not want to delete my Jamboard. So Amy says, my background options don't have it either, but can upload image from sidebar. I don't know. I mean, I do not have any premium kind of account or something. Maybe you can install it again on your Google Chrome, but we can look into that after the training. If you send me an email, I will do my best to help. What I do is that I have 6 frames in here. You can put as many as you want because I have some samples in here. So here I have this and I can add another one. What you need to do is this one shows your current jam. And then you want to add one more. I have some others. You can have as many as you want. You have the next one. This is our activity for later. And I can put anything that I want. Look, maybe I can have another one. Maybe I want something different. But what happens is that I will also go back to my presentation and I will show you something. I'm sorry if I... Okay, Kathleen says 20 frames is the max. Thank you, Kathleen. And Catherine says she had one problem about the picture. Okay, what happens is that you can add the frames. You can have different activities. You can also zoom. I can zoom. But you know what? I'm not really impressed with this jam. I really don't know if this looks good or not. Then what should I do? Does anybody have any ideas? If I am not impressed and I think it was a waste of time, I would like to start again and I do not want to keep this jam. What should I do? Christina, Mary, Linda, Dana, yes, I have to clear the frame. I'm gonna clear the frame. And I personally like the post-its. And then I also like this one, the laser. Isn't it nice? So if you have something on the Jamboard, you definitely can use the laser. So here, when we come to the image, then we go back to my presentation. I will show you how to do the images. You can have anything, a text, a picture, anything that you can think of from the web, and then you can convert it. It's very easy. You can save it as a PNG file, and then what you can do is that you can insert it here. I think I have a couple. Let's see what I have that I would like to show you. I did some today that I had. Let's see what I had. I hope it works. Oh, okay. So what I did is that, yes, you can. Yes, you can insert a timer like the one that I did with the Google. So Susan, I will come to your question about the highlighting. So I like ReadWorks. So what I did is that I went to ReadWorks and I found this text. Like I can show you. I found this text, for example. So I found this text for kindergarten level. And then what I did is that I copied it. And then what I did is I am going to show you like in my slide. I came here and then this is a different text, but I pasted it here. What then I do is that I click on File, and then I come to Download. Then I come to PNG image. and then I saved this current file as an image, and I saved it. Then when I went to my Jamboard, I just came to the image, and I had saved it in my computer, let's say in desktop or wherever you save it. Then you click from select files from your device, and I did that, and then whatever I saved is gonna pop up. What you can have is that you can have a text like this, and then you can ask your students to underline. Let's see. This is the highlighter. I believe, was it Susan asking? This is the highlighter. I don't think blue works nice, but you choose your color. Let's try, look, yellow, just one time. 2 is too bold. And then what you can do is that, I don't like it. Delete it. Erase it. Then I will be back. So I can make this smaller. I can make this bigger. And I'm going to show you now how to share it with my students. Someone is asking about the timer. I think you can go to the image, and then you can go to Google image search. I believe that you enter, let's not mess this up, timer, like this timer, or you can do, let me see, 10-second timer. Let's see if it is going to work. This is as an image. It does as an image, but let's see, any type. And then I think you can do Google or upload. Maybe you can save it and you can do it. And then we can practice on it later in another slide. So this is what happens. So can everybody see here? It says share. Oh, Rita is asking a question. How did you access the PNG image on Jamboard? What I did is I saved it. Then I clicked on the image. It says upload from my device because I saved it in my device. Then I just added it from my device. That's how I had access. So can you guys see the share button right here? Share. So I would like to show you. There are some organizations, so how can I say? This is what you can do. You can share the link with all of the students. So when you share it, everybody in the class is going to have access to it because you want everybody to get involved with that. But there is also the breakout room situation. So Google Meet now has breakout room. And the same thing goes for Zoom as well. If you have like more than one breakout room, you can create different jams and you can create a specific jam with specific people, right? So what I'm going to do is that if you do not mind, you can add all of your students' email addresses, or maybe you have created your students' names kind of under a group. You have the group. But you have to be very careful here. It says get the link. So mine is normally set to my organization, and then I change it. So here when it says get the link, so I'm going to share the link right now with you. So here, I can change it. I can give the access restricted. I can give it to the people within my network, or I can share it with anyone. I think one of the participants was asking me, do my students need to have a Gmail account? So I can send it to anyone who doesn't have a Gmail account by giving them access. So here it says viewer, and then I'm going to make everybody an editor, and then here copy the link, and then I'm going to copy the link and then done. What I'm going to do is that now, let's see. I'm trying to get to my chat box. I'm sorry, I have so many here. And then I'm going to paste. Okay, now I have shared with all of you this Jamboard. Let's see if you can open it. I see that an anonymous ferret joined, and I see 3 people joined, right? So I have some other stuff I will show you, but before we move that, I know that we don't have that much of a time, but I would like to show you. So this is my first one. Do you see this? Can everybody see this when you guys open the Jamboard? And then it says today, it is 2:40. We are at Maryland Virtual Training Institute. And what I would like for you is that read my question, read my directions, and please, please, please only use the pink Post-it and write your answer on the pink Post-it and put the sticky note next to the question. And you have, let's say, 1 minute. Okay, put your Post-it next to the question. Write 3 things. I think I'm being a very bad teacher. I need to give clear instructions. Come on, a couple more. I like pink, so use pink. So what is going on right now is, since I shared my link with all of you, I really don't know who is who. The only thing that I know is there are people who are, Patrick, I didn't say which frame, but I did say, I believe, what are the 3 new things, the Maryland Virtual Training Institute, only here with this question. And I can see, yeah, that's the last one. I didn't ask about that one. Yeah, the math one. So I can see here Jamboard, IET and Lens, how to use technology more, and Jamboard. This is my first session. This is great. And Jamboard, you guys will practice and then you will get more. Someone said Jamboard is great when creating OBS. Yes, that's great. So I can only see the images. I cannot see who is who. But you know, if you are like Catherine, if you write your name, then yes, absolutely, I can see. If you would like to know which student has done what, then you can ask your students to really add their names. So Victoria, I don't know why it won't let you guys in. Maybe it has exceeded the limit, because right now there are 27 people, but in an ideal classroom, we don't have it. And I don't know why you got an error message. Yeah, too many people, 26, but you're not going to have this problem when you are teaching. So these are all wonderful, great ideas. Yeah, I think when there are too many people, it recognizes it. So as many people, what I did is this one just to show you that you can really share with your students. There are some ideas also in my presentation, like take a minute Monday, what thing you enjoyed over weekend, or what is one thing that motivates you this week. You can have different ones. I think as Patrick was saying, yes, I have my math, and yeah, is it Patrick who did it on Post-it? Maybe because he was asking me. You can find math worksheets. You can use the snipping tool. You can save it as a PNG file. You can insert it by coming in here. Well, if you don't mind, you can also, you know, do it this way. And then you can choose in a pen, and then you can, it's up to you. But I think, you know, if you have a worksheet, you can easily, I think, yes. So the Christina has a very good question. So, and then Christina is asking, how do you make sure students are on the right screen? I think we need to tell the students Okay, so I am sharing you the link and then you are going to see this screen. I think we need to make sure that everybody is on the same frame, on the same page. Maybe we can tell them you have to be in the frame number 1. So I forgot to give more clear instructions. Oh, someone is drawing. That's cute. I would like to show you something that I think that it could be very useful. This Jamboard is really, really extensive. And I showed you guys my text. I also inserted a Venn diagram from Google. What I did is I did insert. And I did the image, and then I searched the web. As you can see, I have all the Venn diagrams. I put it in here, but after I put the image from Google here, I came here, file, download, and then I saved it in my computer as PNG image. You have to make sure that you save any text, any image in PNG image as PNG image, so you can easily click on the image in Jamboard and kind of insert it. So I played with this a little bit, but I want to show you the opportunities are endless. For your inspiration, you can have a topic, you share the link with your students, you can have as many copies of Jamboard. You can, I don't know, so in my program, we really do not have a lot of students right now, sometimes 6 or 7. If a teacher has time, you can create one Jamboard for one specific student. That would be good. Your students can put their ideas in different post-its. And then, you know, sometimes when we ask our students, how are they feeling that day? You know, it's thumbs up or thumbs down. We can all get down from Google, website, the Google Chrome, and then we can save it. And then there are some, you know, some maybe for beginner students, there are some ideas in here. And I also have this file. There are 17 templates in it. They are all in PNG. I will share them with Gina. You can use them. They're all free. So you can have different things. I might be able to also show you those. We don't have much time left. Here you can see some of the pros and cons. This is free. This is great. Yes, they can. Yes, they can do it on their phones. You know, we played and then you guys put the post-its and we did some math. It is student-centered, right? We don't want the students to sit in front of the computer. We want them to get involved. But I must tell you guys that, what if I have this and I share it with my students, and then one of my students goes and deletes something that I did? I think this Jamboard activity is a good activity to teach our students the digital citizenship skills. Telling them, look, if somebody has done something, if there is something from someone else, do not delete it. You do it on your own. You do your answer. Don't delete it. Don't mess with anything. So these are the maybe skills that we can teach our students, how they can be responsible digital citizens. They shouldn't mess up with anybody's help. But if they do receive a Jamboard only specific to them, yeah, that's good. So as much as we have other stuff here, you guys are going to see the resources, but I want to show you, because if I don't show you, you see here the 3 dots. Okay, we're done. I finished this class. I don't want to use this Jamboard. You click here. You can save it as a PDF, or you can save this as an image. It's up to you. And when you save it as a PDF, it goes to your Google Drive. And
something went wrong.
And what happens? And what happens is that you save it, and then today maybe you had 5 students absent. You can share the PDF with your students who were absent, or you can send the same PDF to everybody for them to revise what they have learned today in class. So yes, you can make a copy of each Jamboard. Maybe you are teaching the same level with 3 different groups. Sure, you can do it. Some people like to save it as an image. You know, you can do that. There are lots of opportunities here. We do not use Google Classroom, but I know some of my friends and colleagues, they are using Google Classroom. So if you go to Google Classroom, I think I have one class that I created for myself. And if I want to share my Jamboard with my students, I can go to classwork. I can create an assignment. I saved the Jamboard, right? So I can title it, I can edit, I can do so many things with my Jamboard, right? There are some YouTube videos you can watch. These are really very clear videos, very easy. There are also some resources, lots of templates that you can use. These are, you know, all for you. And I know that, you know, you could be scared at the beginning. It might look a little bit overwhelming, but I have to tell you, there's no need to be overwhelmed. And from my experience since March, the more you do it, the more you will learn. And then think about it. This is like a play. There is no need to feel bad about it, but I think it is really good to use it as a whiteboard or blackboard, having our students creative and more. I think, you know, we need this kind of virtual environment with the Jamboard, so which is really good. This is all for now from me, but if there are any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. I try to answer the questions. And my presentation, all the templates, all the videos, and then I typed up this document. Hopefully you guys will have it here. As you can see, I typed up this one for all of you. Gina has this and she is going to share it with you. Thank you so much for joining. Try it, and you know, my email address is on my presentation. Share your ideas. I would love to hear how it went. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a lovely holiday.
So I want to thank you, Ahu, for this wonderful presentation. This is a great tool for
pleasure
to you. Well, let me do this. I have dropped the feedback survey in the chat box, and I am also putting in the proof of participation link for those who need it. So again, I want to thank you, Ahu. This was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone for joining.
Yes, and thank you to
let me know how it goes.
Yes, and thank you to all the participants who participated in this very engaging webinar.
This is wonderful. Let me know how it goes, Mian.
Okay, if there's nothing else, I will go ahead and stop the recording.